Good morning, welcome to a morning outlook. This is Kim speaking on Tuesday, the 4th of April. Looking at the euro dollar first, and well, we've sat in there yesterday, ended up with a bit of a spinning top candle. Not really going anywhere, given any clear direction yesterday at all. It did give some weak signals, but it soon fouled on those signals anyway. So where we're sitting at the moment, it does look like we could see some further downside here at the moment. It just looks like it's consolidating in a possible bigger move down. Already hit the daily pivot. There's little to do here. Any rallies above that 50 MA would see us work towards the monthly and possibly weekly pivot at some point. But at the moment, today it looks like we're on for the S1, yesterday's lows, maybe even more. It's very, very pinched on these pivots, that's for sure. Looking at the pound dollar, and well, a bit of a different story here. It sold off in the end yesterday. It's consolidating for quite some time. It's almost looked like it's rallying. It did rally into the sort of later stages, and then for the last 8 hours, 4 hours particularly, we've seen a sell-off back to the monthly pivot. From here, well, it's looking weak. I mean, any break of this 34 moving average on the dailies would confirm a lower high and would suggest further weakness and possible more downside. From where we're sitting at the moment, it's, well, as I say, still just looking weak here. It's already had a bounce here off the on this alley chart. You can see it a little clearer. It's bounced off the monthly pivot, already had that moved back up, and is coming back south again. So that said, it's quite extreme on some of the indicators here, which I don't know, perhaps if you get a double bottom or down into that S2 area, it may, with some divergence on some lower time frames, it may just bounce from there. But as I said, it does look weak, that's for sure. Okay, looking at the dollar yen. Dollar yen, well, we've got this continuing strengthening of the yen against the dollar. It's a continued downward move here. It's well, all through the weeklies, daily, and well, today actually pulled away from the daily pivot at the moment, but we've seen this sort of continued downward price action here. At the moment, it looks like that's certainly the path, but the way it's just moved it back, I would expect some sort of bounce at some point, at least back towards the 21s. But you can see how weak it is with the relative strength index. It's so low in this very tight range, just trickling along at the moment. So certainly wouldn't be looking to try and trade against that move. In fact, it's just yeah, so as suspected, the money flow, look at the money flow, very, very low, well below the 20 there, which just suggests that we're seeing the dollar sold off there against the yen. Aussie dollar, well, that too is, in this case, it's the Aussie that's weakening here against the US dollar, really selling off here, broken through some key levels there. Through the previous lows of yesterday there, had a rally into the daily pivot, sold off, well, pretty much done a day's range all in a few hours there. Not a lot else to say about that. For me, it's probably pretty untradeable today now. And finally, the Canadian dollar. Well, let's just have a check. I should imagine oil's come off, but saying that there's oil's come off a little bit here. It's down below the $50, around that $50 mark again. Never really got sold off as much as some people suggested it would do. It did take a bit of a battering, but it seems to be holding firm around this sort of level. But let's look at the bigger picture first on the Canadian dollar here. And you see it looks like it may want to push out. I mean, it's been in this tight range. It's just at the very top of that range again. If it starts breaking, well, perhaps we could be back on towards that 135.50 sort of zone. It's a proper channel there. Sideways channel it done, and it's already through into, as I say, the R1. Any stalling here? Well, any sell pullback? Well, we've still got untouched daily pivots below, but for now, it, as I said, it just looks week, and we could see a continuation to the upside. So not a lot else to say on that. It's a odd morning. Possibly the euro may get a bit of price action. It's the only one that hasn't really moved. It's really quite consolidated here, as opposed to the others that are most other pairings against the US dollar really had quite a significant move. So this may just be lagging somewhat, but as I say, there is the potential for a sell-off. Okay, that's it for me. News-wise today, there is a construction PMI this morning out for the UK, which it will potentially create a bit of volatility. Thereafter is Aussie dollar. We've got the 10.15. If you're trading the Aussie dollar, shout. We've got the Reserve Bank of Australia governor speaking at 10.15. 130 Canadian trade balance, which is not much of a mover. We've got Draghi speaking this afternoon. Let's just check what he's talking about. Due to speak, the European central banks launching a new 50 euro banknote. Okay, so not a lot then to be said there. Right, have a great day. Bye for now.